Hi, this is Paul Hart from the Saxophonist.org, and today we're going to do a playtest and review of not one, not two, but three alto saxophone mouthpieces from JodyJazz. The HR, or hard rubber mouthpiece from the JodyJazz line, is the most traditional, classic mouthpiece that you could find. It is impeccably made out of bar stock rubber. It is also, for those who are traditionalists looking for that classic bebop sound, this is going to be the most free-blowing, offering excellent scale, pitch, and immediate articulation. I found this mouthpiece to be very flexible, and for me, I also felt that it was the one that produced one of the brighter sounds that I was able to achieve on the alto saxophone. Like all mouthpieces, the rail, tip, and table are impeccably made. They respond to a wide variety of reeds, and for those interested in, I don't want to say a replica feel of a Meyer, but if you really enjoy the hard rubber feel of a classic Meyer, this is going to give you the characteristics of a hard rubber mouthpiece, but its own unique sound. What can I say about the DV NY alto saxophone mouthpiece? Playing it again made me wonder, why did you ever get rid of this in the first place? I may not send this one back, Jody. It is an incredibly warm, flexible, and responsive mouthpiece. It has a little bit more resistance than the HR or even the Super Jet, but for me, I like that resistance. It gives me a lot of feedback as a player, and still gives me the response that I'm looking for. Pitch is excellent. I can create a variety of tone colors. You know, one thing about this mouthpiece that I'm still taken back by is looking at this elongated window, and the deep chamber instantly will strike some fear and some reservations amongst those traditionalists. Here's what I can tell you. Everything about this mouthpiece is deceiving. The way it feels in the mouth is very comfortable. The response is not of a typical metal mouthpiece, and the color that you get certainly does not seem to correspond to the severity of this window. What can I say? This is a mouthpiece that really needs to be tried, and I can say that once you do, you're going to really love it. There's very few drawbacks that I can find to this mouthpiece. One that I can say from experience is, if you're one of those guys or gals that dislikes the warp that is created when the reed swells against the window, well, I can tell you, when the reed swells against the window with this window, it is a monster warp. But you know what? It's nothing that a reed knife or a reed geek can't fix. And you know, like I said, I played on it for 5 or 6 years with no problems and a lot of great results. You know, when I was 15 or 16 years of age, I got an album by David Sanborn called Straight to the Heart. I was instantly enamored by his sound and his concept of playing. I tried everything. I bought Dukoff mouthpieces, I bought Beechler mouthpieces, I bought Schallenberg-Larsen mouthpieces. I tried to put denture bonding into the mouthpiece to create baffles. Nothing seemed to work. So when I got a chance to play the Super Jet mouthpiece from JodyJazz, it was kind of a trip, because instantly the edge, the power, the focus reminded me of David Sanborn, and it allowed me to get that sound, which oddly is a saxophone sound that I don't strive to get now. But I kept thinking, man, what would a 16-year-old Paul Haar have done if he had this tool available to him? Maybe not good things, I don't know. This mouthpiece is incredibly edgy and incredibly powerful. When I was playing this, my daughter, who does our videography work, instantly kind of took back like, whoa. But I don't want you to think that it means it's shrill. It has a lot of mids and lows in it to be able to produce a very thick, powerful, and impressive sound. Like I said, this isn't the sound that I strive to get anymore, but if I was playing in a funk band, a rock band, or with electronics and I needed a real contemporary alto saxophone sound, this mouthpiece, the Super Jet, would be a game changer. What can you say about JodyJazz mouthpieces? In 2 decades, they've gone from the little company with the funny name to a large corporation that's available in over 300 music stores worldwide, and a name that is now synonymous with quality. I've had the great pleasure of reviewing a number of Jody's mouthpiece line, including a number of mouthpieces that are no longer available. And one thing is always constant: impeccable precision of manufacturing, incredible quality, and attention to detail. All the mouthpieces play very, very well. It's just a case of what fits your needs and your style best.